overall, most of them in the second half. Just, how's it feel to beat a good Kentucky team?
It feels good. It's just something you dream about, playing against Kentucky. Just getting a win against them is a big accomplishment. John Calipari, great coach with a lot of pros, so it's a good win.
Braelen, you had some huge baskets down the stretch of that game. Just what was your mindset on some of those possessions, knowing that that could make or break this game?
I'm just believing in myself. My teammates got me the ball in good spots, and I work on that every day.
It seemed like coming into this game, just those early minutes, you guys were attacking, diving on the floor. What was the talk coming into this game just about the attitude you guys had to have in there?
Just believing that going into the game knowing that we can win, not doubting ourselves, believing from the jump.
You guys y'all's bench outscored their bench 21-2. How big was really the entire team effort, whoever was out there on the floor trying to make plays?
We knew it was going to take the whole squad, so we just just pick each other up. If I don't play good, Frank pick me up. It's just everybody picks everybody up. That's our depth that comes in hand.
Talk about the job on Oscar tonight too. Like you were doing a lot more double teams maybe this game here than y'all did up in Lexington. What's the approach and talk going in about defending him?
Just making him work. He's a pretty good player. Just making him work for everything he gets. Whether that's post ups, offensive rebounds, anything, putting them in ball screens, just making them work, wearing them down.
And as a result, you look at the points in the paint tonight. Y'all had the advantage today. Where I know Lexington up there, I think y'all were like 8 or 9 behind them. Just that effort there to make that happen.
Yes, sir.
How important was that?
It was just being physical from the jump, just believing in ourselves, attacking downhill, just trying to establish and just punch them in the mouth right away.
You talk about that physicality, only out-rebounded by 1 after what happened up there. How much was that emphasized this week and coming into this game?
Physicality is emphasized almost every game in this league. So, it's a lot of physical teams that like to offensive rebound and enforce their will. So that's what we wanted to do from the jump.
What was the post game like, just being with the team after winning that?
It just feels good, man. Everybody happy. We need to get used to that.
What do you guys need to do as far as maximizing this and trying to carry, again, a really big win, trying to carry that forward, make the most of it?
Just continuing to lock into the scout, listening to the coaches, just punching people in the mouth from the jump. That's something that I feel like we need to continue to work on.
Thank you, Kario. You guys started the game out tonight, just guys diving, going after loose balls, just really attacking defensively. Just kind of talk about that approach, how y'all started tonight, how that played a key in this win today.
Well, honestly, I feel like we could start like that every game, but it's just team feel is a really big thing, and I think today we came in with a different type of feel, different type of energy when we walked in the shoot around and things like that. You just got to learn how to keep that type of energy in every single game and not just a game that we're hyped up for or a sold-out crowd game. So.
And about taking Kentucky's last punch there toward the end of the game, as y'all survived that, how big was that from that standpoint of standing up to them and really putting the game away late?
Well, we knew at halftime, coaches came in there and talked to us. Like, we knew that they were going to come in, and right after we got a half, we knew they were going to make a run. Like, every team pretty much has a run or they lay down and lose by 20. So we knew they were going to make a run, and we just had to respond to that.
Kario, it seemed like in that first half, you, Justin, Terry kept attacking the basket, driving in, trying to get layups or at least get to the line. How much was that talked about as far as the game plan of really going after this?
Well, that's always the game plan for me, and just getting downhill and putting pressure on the defense, because a lot of teams aren't really great at transition defense because they're in transition because they missed a shot or whatever. So basically, we just want to push that's like a part of our offense. We just want to keep pushing the whole game. So
there was a stretch there where you guys outscored them in the second half, 11-2. What does it say about this group? They had closed the gap on you guys. You guys came right back and answered to kind of take a lead. What does it say about this group that they responded this way?
I just think it shows growth from us as like a team, and just because it was easily a time in the game where we could have let them take over the game and they could have went up by like 10, and then now we're coming back. So I think it shows us a lot that we know how to like play together in situations where it's always not in our favor. So that's definitely, I was happy when we did that.
You talked about having a different sense of energy, showing up to the stadium and in pregame. You think that was the opponent getting Terry back? What do you think the factors were that led to that?
I think a lot of things go into that. Like when you play Kentucky, it's always going to be it's always going to be somewhat of a fight. So I think that has a lot to do with it, but I don't think that can be the answer. I think we just got to do that every single game. We got to come in there with a different type of energy.
How do you do that every single game? How do you bring that mentality regardless of the opponent?
Preparing at practice, and just knowing knowing that the coaches are going to give us everything that we need for the scout of the game. We just got to go out there and just play.
And this is your third game against Kentucky. And I think you scored like 22-18, like 21 points against them. Just one of those things against this crowd just kind of raises your own game a little bit.
Well, I just know that whenever I'm aggressive, I don't know if it's because every time we play them, I'm just so hyped up and stuff like that. But every time we play them, I feel like I get to my spots really easy and I just get to the rim. So,
What was the post game like being with a team getting to celebrate a win like this?
it's always good when we get to win because I feel like everyone's spirits up. No matter if they had a great game or they had a bad game, everyone's spirits up. And when you lose, it doesn't matter if you had a good game or a bad game, your spirits are always going to be down. So it was really good.
Along those lines, what does it take to make the most of this win and trying to carry it forward to the next game?
Well, we have to carry it forward if we want to get in any type of postseason basketball. So we don't really have a choice. So we just got to come out every single game and finish the rest of the season off strong.